Imagine waking up each day with a sense of purpose so profound that it transforms every moment. Picture a routine that ignites your spirit, reshaping your perspective on challenges and triumphs alike. What if I told you that starting each morning with a connection to God could unlock a power within you that you never knew existed? Think about the countless stories of transformation throughout history, ordinary people who embraced this simple practice and witnessed extraordinary changes in their lives. What if I told you that a single decision could alter your path forever? Can you feel the weight of that question? It's not just about rituals. It's about awakening a deeper understanding of your existence. Each sunrise offers a fresh canvas, a chance to reset and realign with your true purpose. Have you ever wondered how some individuals radiate joy and resilience, even in the face of adversity? Stay with me as we explore the profound impact of starting your day with God. Together, we'll uncover the secrets behind this practice and its ability to transform not just our mornings, but our entire lives. Ready to dive in? Let's embark on this journey together. Importance of morning spirituality. You know, there's something quite magical about starting the day with a touch of spirituality. It's as if the early morning hours carry a special kind of energy, a sort of freshness that invites us to set the tone for the rest of the day. For me, it's about embracing the quiet before the world awakens. This time becomes a sacred space where I can align my thoughts and intentions, preparing my mind for whatever challenges may come my way. In those early moments, when the sun is just beginning to rise and the world is still wrapped in a soft blanket of dawn, I find that my mental clarity increases. It's almost like a reset button for my mind. By incorporating spiritual practices into my morning routine, I feel more grounded. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of daily life, but taking a few moments to connect with something greater than myself helps me maintain a sense of perspective. I realize that my day isn't just about tasks and to-dos, it's about purpose and connection. The impact of these morning rituals extends beyond just my mental state. It seems to influence my energy levels too. When I dedicate these moments to spirituality, I often find myself feeling more optimistic and open-hearted. Instead of waking up and diving headfirst into emails or social media, I take that time to breathe, reflect, and set a positive intention. This shift in focus can be transformative, turning mundane mornings into opportunities for growth and connection. Moreover, I found that starting the day with a spiritual foundation has lasting effects throughout my day. It's as if I'm walking around with an invisible shield that protects me from negativity. Even when challenges arise, I feel more equipped to handle them with grace. This isn't just about feeling good in the morning. It's about creating a ripple effect that can influence my entire day. Every interaction, every decision seems to be infused with a bit of the morning energy. So, if you've never considered the importance of morning spirituality, I encourage you to give it a try. Whether it's through meditation, prayer, or simply enjoying a moment of silence, you might be surprised at how such a small change can create a profound shift in your overall mindset and energy. Prayer and meditation routine. When it comes to establishing a morning routine, I can't emphasize enough the importance of prayer and meditation. These two practices have become cornerstones of my mornings, and I genuinely believe they can make a significant difference in anyone's life. For me, prayer is a way to connect with the divine, to express my hopes and concerns, and to seek guidance for the day ahead. It's a moment of vulnerability and sincerity, where I lay my heart bare and ask for support in navigating life's complexities. Meditation, on the other hand, is my time for stillness. It's an opportunity to quiet the noise in my mind and simply be present. I often start with just a few minutes of focused breathing, allowing my thoughts to settle like dust in the air. This practice not only calms my mind, but also opens me up to receiving insights and clarity. It's amazing how much can shift in just a few moments of silence and stillness. In terms of practical examples, I've found that incorporating guided meditations into my routine has been particularly helpful. There are countless resources available, from apps to online videos, that can provide structure and inspiration. I particularly enjoy meditations that focus on gratitude or compassion. They remind me of the beauty in the world and the interconnectedness of all living beings, which is a grounding thought as I step out into my day. Another effective practice I've adopted is the use of affirmations during my meditation. These positive statements not only reinforce my intentions, but also help to rewire my thought patterns. I often repeat phrases like, "I am open to love and abundance," or "I trust the journey ahead." These affirmations resonate deeply within me, setting a powerful tone for my day. So, whether you prefer the structured format of prayer or the fluidity of meditation, I believe incorporating both into your morning routine can create a profound sense of peace and clarity. It allows us to center ourselves, preparing our minds and spirits to engage with the world around us in a more intentional way. Reading sacred texts. There's something incredibly enriching about starting the day with the wisdom of sacred texts. For me, this practice has transformed my mornings into a time of deep reflection and learning. Whether it's passages from the Bible, verses from the Quran, or inspiring quotes from spiritual leaders, these texts provide a foundation for my thoughts and actions throughout the day. They often serve as gentle reminders of the values and principles that guide my life. Reading these texts in the morning not only nourishes my spirit, but also offers me insights that I might not have considered otherwise. It's fascinating how a few words can resonate so deeply, sparking thoughts and reflections that linger throughout the day. Sometimes I find myself pondering a particular verse or quote for hours, allowing its meaning to unfold in my mind. This kind of contemplation brings a richness to my daily experiences as I try to apply these teachings in practical ways. One of my favorite practices is to choose a specific passage to focus on for the day. I'll read it in the morning, reflecting on its meaning and how it applies to my life. This approach helps me internalize the message and encourages me to carry that energy with me as I interact with others. It's like carrying a little piece of wisdom in my pocket, reminding me to respond with kindness and understanding. Moreover, the discipline of reading sacred texts has also improved my ability to concentrate. In a world filled with distractions, setting aside time to engage with these writings helps me cultivate a habit of focus. I find that this practice enhances my ability to be present in other areas of my life, whether in conversations with friends or while tackling tasks at work. It's a beautiful cycle where morning readings enhance my overall mindfulness. If you've never tried incorporating readings from sacred texts into your morning routine, I highly recommend it. It's a simple yet powerful way to enrich your spiritual journey and create a meaningful start to your day. You might just find that these words offer you the guidance and inspiration you didn't know you were seeking. Gratitude and thankfulness. The practice of gratitude in the morning has been a game changer for me. When I wake up and take a moment to acknowledge the things I'm thankful for, It completely shifts my mindset. Instead of jumping out of bed with a sense of urgency, I pause and reflect on the blessings in my life. This simple act of acknowledgement serves as a reminder that even in the midst of challenges, there is always something to be grateful for. I often start my day by jotting down 3 things I'm thankful for in a journal. It could be as simple as the warmth of my bed, the support of loved ones, or the opportunity to experience a new day. This practice has taught me to recognize the beauty in the ordinary, helping me cultivate a sense of appreciation that carries through my day. It's interesting how this focus on gratitude can transform my perception of life's challenges, turning them into opportunities for growth. Additionally, expressing gratitude isn't just a solo endeavor. I've found that sharing my appreciation with others strengthens my relationships. Whether it's sending a quick text to a friend or expressing thanks to a family member, these small gestures foster connection and positivity. It's a beautiful reminder that gratitude is contagious. When we express it, we inspire others to do the same. The effects of gratitude on mental and emotional health are well documented, and I can personally attest to its benefits. Since incorporating gratitude practices into my mornings, I've noticed a significant decrease in anxiety and a more positive outlook on life. It's as if the act of being thankful helps to rewire my brain, shifting my focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. So, if you're looking to enhance your morning routine, consider adding gratitude practices, whether it's through journaling, sharing with others, or simply taking a moment of reflection. The impact on your mental and emotional well-being can be profound. It's a small shift that can lead to a much larger transformation in how you approach each day. Definition of daily intentions. Setting daily intentions is one of those practices that can truly transform the way we approach each day. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to drift through the hours, allowing the day to take control of us instead of the other way around? That's where intentions come into play. When I wake up every morning, I try to take a moment to reflect on what I want to accomplish, not just in terms of tasks, but from a spiritual perspective. What do I want to feel? What kind of energy do I want to bring to my interactions? By defining clear intentions, I create a mental roadmap for my day. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that helps me see the bigger picture. If I decide that my intention is to cultivate patience, for instance, I find that I approach challenges with a sense of calm instead of frustration. It's remarkable how just that slight shift in focus can lead me to respond differently in situations that would usually trigger stress. I actively remind myself of my intention throughout the day, which keeps me aligned with my spiritual goals. Moreover, I've noticed that setting intentions isn't just about my personal growth, it also shapes how I interact with others. When I consciously choose to be kind or understanding, I find that those qualities naturally reflect back from the people I encounter. It's like casting a stone into a pond. The ripples spread out and affect everything around. By sharing this practice with friends and family, I've seen how it encourages them to also reflect on their own intentions, creating a positive feedback loop. Intentions can be simple or profound. Some days I might just want to focus on being present, while on others I may aspire to deepen my compassion for those around me. The beauty of this practice lies in its flexibility. It allows me to adapt to the ebb and flow of life, adjusting my focus as needed. What I've learned is that having a clear intention provides a sense of purpose and direction, which can be incredibly grounding amidst the chaos of daily responsibilities. In embracing this practice, I found that my days feel more meaningful, purposeful, and connected to my spiritual journey. Each morning, as I sit quietly with my thoughts, I remind myself that these intentions are not merely tasks to check off a list. They're invitations to live more fully and authentically, aligning my actions with my deeper values. Connection with nature. There's something undeniably sacred about spending time in nature, especially in the early hours of the day. When I step outside in the morning, I'm often greeted by the soft light of dawn and the gentle sounds of the world waking up. It's as if nature itself is offering me a moment of peace and connection, a reminder of the beauty that surrounds us. This daily ritual has become an essential part of my spiritual practice, allowing me to deepen my relationship with both the Creator and creation. As I walk through the trees or sit by a river, I can't help but feel a profound sense of gratitude for the earth. Each leaf, each bird call, seems to whisper wisdom. I've found that the fresh air and serene environment create an ideal backdrop for reflection and connection. In these moments, I often take the time to express my thoughts and feelings to God, experiencing a sense of closeness that's hard to describe. It's a conversation that transcends words, rooted in the beauty of the moment. Moreover, being in nature helps me ground myself. When I'm surrounded by the natural world, I'm reminded of my place within it, the interconnectedness of all living things. This awareness fosters a sense of humility and appreciation for life. I find myself breathing more deeply, slowing down, and allowing the worries of the day to fade into the background. It's a beautiful reminder that sometimes all we need is a little time outside to reconnect with our inner selves and with God. On days when I can't physically be out in nature, I try to bring a piece of it indoors, whether it's a potted plant on my windowsill or the sounds of nature playing softly in the background. I find ways to keep that connection alive. It's a testament to how important this practice is to me. A constant reminder that the divine is expressed through the world around us. Ultimately, I believe that taking time to connect with nature each morning enriches my spiritual journey. It helps me to start the day with a sense of wonder and presence, reminding me to appreciate the little things. Nature has a way of grounding our intentions and bringing clarity to our thoughts, making it a vital component of my morning routine. Mindfulness and presence. In our fast-paced lives, it's all too easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of thoughts, tasks, and distractions. That's why I've made mindfulness a key part of my spiritual practice. When I consciously choose to be present, I discover a whole new world unfolding before me. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation, it's about engaging fully with the here and now, allowing myself to experience life in its richness and complexity. Every morning I take a few moments to simply be. I focus on my breath, noticing each inhale and exhale, and it's amazing how that simple act can anchor me. By concentrating on my breathing, I bring my awareness back to the present, which helps clear the mental clutter that often accumulates overnight. This practice invites me to appreciate even the smallest details, the warmth of the sun on my skin, the sound of birds chirping, or the taste of my morning coffee. What I've come to realize is that mindfulness enhances my spiritual experience. When I'm fully present, I can sense the subtle ways in which the divine interacts with my life. It's during these moments of awareness that I often feel a deeper connection to God, as if I'm tuned into a frequency that is usually drowned out by the noise of daily life. This connection nurtures my spirit and provides clarity and insight that I carry with me throughout the day. Mindfulness also plays a crucial role in how I interact with others. When I'm present, I can listen more deeply and engage in conversations more authentically. I find that I'm less reactive and more compassionate, which improves my relationships. Instead of rushing through interactions, I try to be fully engaged, making each moment count. This shift in approach has not only enriched my connections with others, but has also deepened my understanding of myself. Incorporating mindfulness into my daily routine has truly transformed my life. I've learned that it's not just about the quiet moments of meditation, it's about cultivating a mindset of presence in everything I do. From my morning rituals to my interactions with family and friends, being mindful allows me to experience life more fully, rooted in a spiritual perspective that brings peace and joy. Impact on personal relationships. Starting my day with a focus on spirituality has had a profound impact on my personal relationships. When I incorporate practices like prayer, meditation, and setting intentions, I notice a significant shift in how I engage with others. The energy I cultivate in the morning seems to ripple through my interactions, creating a more positive atmosphere in my relationships. For instance, on days when I've taken the time to reflect and connect spiritually, I find that I'm more patient and understanding with my loved ones. Instead of reacting impulsively, I'm able to approach conflicts with a sense of calm and compassion. This change in mindset not only benefits me, but also encourages those around me to respond in kind. It's as if my morning practices set a tone for the entire day, fostering a spirit of kindness and connection. Moreover, when I'm grounded in my spiritual routine, I'm more attuned to the needs of others. I've learned to listen actively and respond thoughtfully, which strengthens the bonds I share with friends and family. Conversations become deeper and more meaningful, allowing for genuine connections that uplift us all. I believe that this intentional approach to relationships can transform not just individual interactions, but the overall quality of our connections. Another aspect I've noticed is that starting my day with a spiritual focus encourages me to express gratitude towards those I care about. Whether it's a simple message of appreciation or a heartfelt conversation, I'm more inclined to acknowledge the importance of my relationships. This practice of gratitude reinforces the positivity in our interactions, creating a cycle of appreciation and love that nourishes our connections. Ultimately, I've come to understand that the way I begin my day has a direct influence on the energy I bring into my relationships. By prioritizing spirituality in my mornings, I'm not only enhancing my own well-being, but also enriching the lives of those around me. It's a beautiful reminder that our spiritual journeys are interconnected, and by nurturing ourselves, we can also uplift and inspire others along the way. Mindfulness and presence. You know that feeling when you wake up and your mind immediately starts racing with thoughts of what you need to do that day. It's like you're not even out of bed and already juggling a dozen tasks. But what if, instead of diving headfirst into that chaos, you took a moment to pause? Practicing mindfulness is all about being present, and let me tell you, it can completely transform the way you experience your mornings and your life. By simply taking a few minutes to breathe and center myself, I can shift my focus from the whirlwind of responsibilities to a more grounded state of being. One of the simplest ways to practice mindfulness in the morning is through conscious breathing. I find a comfortable spot, close my eyes, and take deep, intentional breaths. Focusing on my breath helps ground me in the moment, allowing any lingering tension or anxiety to fade away. It's amazing how just a few moments of deep breathing can create a sense of calm that lasts throughout the day. This practice doesn't just prepare me for the tasks ahead. It helps me approach each moment with a clearer, more focused mind. Being present isn't just about breathing. It's also about awareness. After my breathing exercises, I often take a moment to simply observe my surroundings. Whether it's the soft light streaming through the window or the sounds of birds chirping outside, I take it all in. This simple act of awareness allows me to appreciate the beauty of the world around me. It reminds me that life is happening right now, not just in the future when I finally check everything off my to-do list. Another crucial aspect of mindfulness is the practice of letting go. Each morning, I try to release any lingering worries or regrets from the previous day. This isn't always easy, but acknowledging these thoughts and then consciously choosing to set them aside creates space for new experiences and opportunities. When I let go of the past, I find that I'm much more open to the present, and that openness allows me to engage more fully with whatever comes my way that day. Ultimately, cultivating mindfulness in the morning is a gift I give to myself. It's a way of honoring my own needs and well-being before I dive into the busyness of life. Being present helps me not only to navigate my own thoughts and feelings, but also to interact more meaningfully with others. When I start my day from a place of mindfulness, I find that I'm more patient, compassionate, and connected to those around me. Impact on personal relationships. Have you ever noticed how your mood can affect the interactions you have with others? It's almost like a ripple effect. When I start my day with a sense of peace and connection to my spiritual self, that energy spills over into my relationships. When I take time in the morning to connect with God and reflect on my intentions, I find that I'm much more equipped to handle whatever comes my way. The way I interact with people, my family, friends, or even strangers, becomes a reflection of that inner calm. One of the most significant changes I've noticed in my relationships since I began incorporating morning spirituality is the reduction of impatience and irritability. When I dedicate time to prayer, meditation, or simply reflecting on my day ahead, I enter my interactions with a more open heart and mind. Instead of reacting defensively or with frustration, I'm able to listen more attentively and respond with kindness. This shift not only enhances my connections with others, but also fosters a sense of community and understanding. Additionally, when I make a point to express gratitude in the morning, it changes the way I view my relationships. Acknowledging the people who enrich my life reminds me of the importance of those connections. I often find myself jotting down a quick note of appreciation for someone in my life, whether it's a family member, a close friend, or even a colleague. This practice not only fosters a sense of connection, but also encourages me to reach out and nurture those relationships throughout the day. In moments of conflict or disagreement, my morning practices help me approach those situations with a clearer perspective. Instead of allowing anger or frustration to dictate my reactions, I can draw on the mindfulness and presence I cultivated earlier in the day. I find that I'm more willing to seek understanding and compromise, which ultimately strengthens my relationships rather than allowing them to deteriorate. I've also noticed that my relationships become more meaningful when I approach them from a place of spirituality. When I set intentions for kindness and compassion in the morning, I find that my interactions become more genuine. I'm not just going through the motions. I'm actively engaging with others in a way that fosters deeper connections. It's remarkable how starting my day with a spiritual focus can lead to more fulfilling and harmonious relationships throughout my life. The importance of integrating mindfulness into my morning routine cannot be overstated. Not only does it ground me for the day ahead, but it also enriches my interactions with others. The ripple effects of starting my day with intention and presence extend far beyond my personal well-being. They create a positive atmosphere for those around me. En asko me seis tilisun. Wasa tisinjay skura.